Hey everyone, welcome back. This evening I am going to be using a new soap to the den, and that is Hendrix Classics & Company. This is an unscented soap, and I have the balm here as well, which is also unscented. So one thing that Hendrix Classics does differently than any other artisan is his soap and balm are completely unscented. However, he has various scents that are available in vials like this. This one is badass. So all of the scents that you get in these little vials. If you want to bowl lather, you scoop out your soap, put it in your bowl, put a couple of drops of scent on there, create your lather. If you want to use your balms, get a little bit of balm in your palm, drop or two of the scent, put it up, put it in your face, good to go. If you face lather, load your brush, put a couple of drops on, build your lather. The cool thing with this is that it allows you to customize the scent strength to what you want. And if you want different scents, you already have the soap. Just buy a couple vials. Now the soap is, if I looked on the website, about $15 for 4 ounces, although mine says the net weight is 5 ounces. That could be with the container though. So let's say you get 4 ounces of soap. The vials of scent are 4.5 milliliters. There are numerous scents on here. I didn't even count how much they're on here, but there are quite a few. And those are about $6 a pop. So if you add it up, you're paying, what is that, 15 plus 6 is $21 for a soap here. I have used a sample. I really like the sample that I got. And it was scentless. And it just worked really, really well. Now, the scent notes on Badass. This is directly from HC&C's site. It says, several folks experience this scent and say, quote, "It smells like a man," end quote. Citrus notes provide an excellent contrast to the depth of oak moss and white cedar. It is definitely a very masculine scent, one that I thoroughly enjoy. There's others on here as I was browsing the site that I want to get as well. So I have it whipped up in my copper Catholic choice bowl. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now I'm using my Whipped Dog silver tip. I think this is a two-band badger. Very, very soft knot. So what I did with this one is I unscrewed the little droplet, little included pipette that's in there. And I think like a half a drop went out into my bowl. And then I dropped in 2 drops. And that has a really nice scent to it. I'm not getting any fragrance burn or anything to it so far. Although I don't expect it to, so. The soap could take a little bit more water in here, so I'll add a teeny bit more. Like I said, I've used this soap once before in a sample. And it lathered up extremely easily. And had one heck of a Joe shave with it. Probably could have added a lot more water to this. This is a badger brush I haven't used very often, or haven't used recently because it is very floppy. Doesn't always like to release the lather. And on harder pucks, it tends to hold on, or it leaves some soap in the bottom of my bowl. So it's not one that gets used very frequently. It is a very, very soft knot. Perfect for like creams, cropes, stuff like that. But if you're gonna load, at least if I'm gonna base lather with this, I load really heavy, or longer than I normally would because it's so floppy, but it's so soft. All right, so we have that. Scent strength for me is probably about mid right now. As you can see, I still have plenty in my bowl. The eraser for this evening is one I haven't used on camera yet, because I normally only use this on Sundays, tonight being Sunday. That is the Classic Samurai Chevette. #Team Blue. So I've had this razor for a little bit now. It's, like I said, it's one I tend to use on Sundays. And generally speaking, I don't record Sundays. But tomorrow, I'm doing Maddie Monday because Maddie's mother-in-law passed away. So I'm doing a full-on Maddie shave tomorrow in support of Maddie, using his soap, brush, and the razor that he honed up for me. And I might record that as well. But I want to get this in as well. This did arrive yesterday. And I'm trying to participate in Finish It February. One of the first artisan soaps I have, I can see light at the bottom of that tub, and I want to use it up. So I'm trying to participate in Finish It February as much as possible, but I have a couple tag videos to do. A couple things like that I need to wrap up also, so I won't be able to fully participate in Finish It February. But I'm going to do as much as I can. The blade in here is a Sigma. I don't know what use it's on. This can definitely take more water. It will not pass the UN test, but it is rinsing off very nicely. So while it is hydrated, it could easily take some more water. And even though the soap may be slightly underhydrated, still plain slick. So I had my wife smell this scent when it first came in, and she liked it. My kids like it. I had her smell it as I was making the lather and says, "What do you think of the scent strength? Should I add more?" She's like, "Nah, stay with that. See how it reacts to your skin." So we're gonna do that tonight. We're gonna call it kind of, I guess, 2.5 drops. Pete Hendrix, the artisan behind Hendrix Classics and Company, has a video explaining how to use the soap, and that I'll link below as well. Very nice first pass. Can't come into residual slickness because I mentioned this is underhydrated. But I'm not blaming the soap. That's all user error right here. Just because I didn't want to keep fiddling with the soap and adding more water and taking more time away from you guys that actually watch my videos. And I've been pumping them out a lot more than I normally do. So thank you guys that watch and enjoy the content. All right, doing my standard kind of cheek only against the grain pass. Should mention a little over 24-hour growth. So those are not familiar with the razor as well. The Classic Samurai. It's a fairly mild razor, kind of like the clasp mechanism appears very reminiscent of like the Parker SX, I think it's called. There's pins in there, you can kind of see little divots that will hold the blade in place. And the Sigma does not look like a normal standard half DE. If I remember at the end, I'll take it out and show you. but it's a decently long-lasting blade. It's one I use, generally, I use this razor once a week. Though I haven't used it for a couple weeks. I've been using other razors. Just haven't felt like the Samurai. Not that it's a bad razor, I thoroughly enjoy it. I get a little more lather here just because I have plenty in the bowl. But it is a mild razor. So if you are new to chevettes or want to get started in chevettes and are looking for a very nice, inexpensive route to take, plastic samurai is a good way to go. They come in different colors. Team blue, red. I think I saw gold. They have a metal one as well. I can't remember the last time I looked, but they were under 20 bucks for the razor. They can take a half DE. Standard half DE saloon pack. It's fine, or DE snapped in half. As you can see, not much blade exposure. However, you still need to treat it with respect. It is a open blade. But if you're a DE shaver, primarily, and wanting to get into chevettes, it's not a bad way to go with this one. Because you don't need any more special blades for it. You probably already have DE blades on hand. Usually what you got. When I had feather blades, when I had feather DE blades, I used one of those in here. Man, that was a great shave. Here's where I normally struggle a little bit with this razor, because it is a bit mild. They're not bad. Zero burn from this. Again, I think you can tell it's still slightly underhydrated. But it's rinsing off phenomenally, very easily. Plenty of cushion, plenty of glide. Rinses off clean. Can't ask for much more. Badass, smells exactly that. It smells badass. Should mention as well that if you're in a couple of the Facebook groups, you may have noticed that Ernie, and I can never say his name right, Borga, was in a very severe accident this past week. There is a raffle fundraiser page going on for him as well. And I will try to post that in the description below. Ernie's been around for a while. Wish and hope that he gets better soon, but his accident was very severe, so thoughts and prayers are going to him and his family. Fundraiser, hopefully I can find that link and I'll put it below. That was not bad. This is not bad. No, that one's getting slick. I can't. I'm having a hard time pulling out my cheek. Nice. All right, so we'll take a quick little feel. Skin feels phenomenal. Now residual is not bad. I mean, better than not bad now that I have it a little more hydrated. Normal trouble spots. Try to close up a little bit, but this is an extremely enjoyable shave. The lather in here whipped up very quickly. Now I didn't put any water or anything in the bowl. I remember from when I used it previously that it was very easy to whip up lather with a nice synthetic with a decent amount of backbone. People I talked to mentioned how easily HC&C is to lather. So I wanted to put that, not only to the test, but I wanted to see how much of an effort it would take with that whip dog silver tip. And it wasn't much effort at all. Whipped up nice and easily. Plenty of lather. Got the bowl and the brush. Definitely not one that requires a lot of soap to make a good lather. So that was fantastic. Very enjoyable. Nice, clean, smooth shave. So, just kind of rinse off a little bit here. And I've heard the balm on this is really, really good stuff. I was talking to a friend of mine that was always a splash guy. He said I was never a balm guy. Never balms, always splash. And then he got some of the HC&C balm, and he's like, that ruined splashes for me. I prefer balms now. So he swears by HC&C's balm. So I said, I'm really curious to see how it compares to one of my favorite aftershave products. That's Star Jelly. So I love Star Jelly. Y'all know how much I love Star Jelly. You've seen me use it, talk about it numerous times. Love this stuff. Love this stuff. But I am going to do what my friend recommended. Sorry, this is going to be a little longer video again because it took time to explain at the beginning. I'm going to use the balm. You see, I have not put on any witch hazel whatsoever. The balm has this little cool little thing on there to keep it moist. I should have done that differently. First run, folks. You've seen the bloopers here too. So we're gonna take the balm, maybe a little more. There we go. Have the balm, put the little protective thing. Oops, blooped on the counter. Gotta find that. So, take the balm in the hand. I'm gonna take our little droplets of Badass. And we're going to carefully put them on the counter, and then we're going to do two drops. Simply work it in. Man. Smells really good. Zero burn on this. I don't know what the ingredients are. They're not listed on the container I have. I don't believe there's any alcohol in it, but man, that feels fantastic on the face. So, HC&C, initial impressions. Soap is excellent. Lathers up really easily. It can take a good amount of water. Even with a floppy, zero backbone brush like this Whip Dog sort of. And you can see right there, it's just leaning. There's zero backbone to this brush. Plenty of lather. I had my inside of the copper cabbage choice bowl mixed, pressed in there very thinly, a little bit more to the outside of that rim as well. Didn't need nearly that much. You saw the shave went very smoothly. The balm initial afterwards, yeah, that's not bad. Definitely need to work on putting that back on. Got a little bit of bloops on the outside. So, HC&C. Do I like it? Absolutely. Soap performed very well. The scent, I could have bumped up a little bit for me, but as far as scent strength is concerned, but I really want to get a good sense of the soap. Then I have the actual full tub and kind of the whole process of adding the scent. That may take a little bit to dial in, but that's part of the joy, right? I mean, you can dial in the soap and you understand how much water it takes, and then you can also dial in your scent to see how much you like. I also understand that Badass is more on the slightly weaker side, if I may say, of his offerings. From talking to a friend of mine that likes or uses HC&C quite a bit, has a couple of his various scent notes or scent vials. He said Badass is a little bit weaker than some of the other ones. Other ones are a lot stronger. Like you need less drops. So that's part of the joy. You just get a couple scents, experiment. Soap is fantastic. Definitely enjoyed this soap. I can't wait to use it again, and I'm most likely end up going out and buying some more different scent vials as well, because it is that good. Top 5 good? We'll see. It is definitely up there in that echelon of high-end soaps that I thoroughly enjoy at a good price as well. So anyway, that is it for this evening. Hope you all have a fantastic start of your week. And if you haven't shared already, have Maddie's products, soap, whatever, please join us on Maddie Monday. And if you can as well, there's hopefully the link below for the donations and raffle for Ernie. So again, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you all next time.